I know that it can probably be tough to imagine in a concrete way what a freelance health content writer actually does. So in this video, you're going to see a quick snapshot of what a day in the life of a freelance health content writer can look like. My day actually starts at the top of the week. Sunday night is my favorite time of the week because it's when I pull out my planner called the Layered Living Planner and I figure out my to-do lists for the entire week, Sunday through Saturday. That way, every morning I already have my to-do list set out and I can just sit down and get to work. I like to start out every morning with a workout. Some days it's cardio, other days it's strength, some days it's yoga, Pilates, anything to get the blood flowing. Then, of course, I have to have my black coffee, and once I am sufficiently caffeinated, I can sit down and get to work. There's a common misconception that the only aspect of being a freelance writer is the actual writing. Yes, there is the writing, but there's also the freelancing. So let's talk through what the writing part of this type of job looks like first. The writing process actually doesn't start with writing at all. At least for me, it doesn't. It oftentimes starts with a bit of brainstorming or sometimes brain dumping. As a writer, there are a lot of thoughts and ideas that you have in your mind. Sometimes it can be nice to just get those all out on paper. Also, before I write any type of article, blog post, any type of content, I have to research and know the details behind what it is I'm writing and what type of information I'm trying to convey to whom. So that research portion oftentimes takes longer than the actual writing part does, and that's intentional. I find that the more time I spend in the research phase, the less time I can spend writing and editing. So once research is complete, I like to create an outline and then I begin writing my blog post or my article. After the writing of the blog post or article is complete, then I of course need input from other stakeholders. So I work closely with editors and other members of the editorial staff of the companies that I am writing for, and I make sure that the end product is up to par. Another super important part of the writing aspect of this work can be client meetings. Making sure that I, as a health content writer, am on the same page as the folks who I'm working with as clients is really important in order to make sure that the content is geared towards the right people and is getting the right message across. There are a lot of different tools that I use in the writing side of the freelance health content writing world. I'm always in Google Docs, always in email, and I love to use Asana to keep track of my projects and the status of different projects. As a freelance writer, you are working on a contractual basis, and so one of the great things is that you can have multiple contracts, as many as you want or can handle, which also means that you are oftentimes juggling a lot of different projects with various moving parts. And so using a project management tool like Asana, or back in the day I used to use Trello, can be great for making sure to keep everything organized. When I'm writing, I also try to incorporate activities that help me make sure that I'm operating at my maximum capacity. So taking food breaks, coffee breaks, water breaks, getting fresh air, and switching up my environment are also really important. Okay, now on to the freelancing part, the fun business part. A lot of time is spent scoping out clients, figuring out what types of companies I feel that I could best support as a health content writer. In my Health Professionals to Health Writers Accelerator program, I teach this process called the I'm Rich pitch process, and it's a process that we use to scope out high quality clients and offer our services to them. So that's a huge part of the freelancing business because you have to make sure that there is consistently income and revenue coming into the business. Another piece of the freelancing portion of the business that's really important are the meet and greet calls that I have with potential clients. So I get a chance to learn about them, their work, their goals, and they also get a chance to learn about me and the services I offer as a health content writer. Some time is spent sharing work on LinkedIn. There's time spent creating contracts, doing bookkeeping, sending invoices, following up on invoices sometimes, and just the other aspects of running a business that you might not immediately think of when you think of freelancing. So I hope this quick snapshot was helpful for you. Let me know if anything surprised you about what a typical day can look like as a freelance health content writer.